Thank you, Madam President. I stand here this evening before you with immense gratification and certainly a sense of pride and humility. I am incredibly grateful for the vote of confidence that the board has shown.
All right, guys, we have a breaking story here coming out of the state of Iowa. A senior ICE official tells Fox News that today, ICE arrested the superintendent of Des Moines, Iowa Public Schools, Dr. Ian Andre Roberts, who ICE says is an illegal alien from Guyana and an active ICE fugitive with a deportation order since May of 2024. Fox is told that Dr. Roberts fled from ICE agents in his car once they identified themselves as immigration agents, speeding away, then abandoning his car. He was found in a brushy area 200 yards away with the help of an Iowa State Police K-9. Per the ICE official, agents found a loaded gun, a fixed blade hunting knife, and $3,000 in cash in Dr. Roberts' vehicle. Per senior ICE official, Roberts first entered the U.S. in 1999 on a student visa at St. John's University and was ordered removed from the United States on May 22nd, 2024, with proceedings being held in absentia. On April 24, 2025, an immigration judge in Texas denied a motion to reopen his immigration case. Fox is told Dr. Roberts also has a weapons arrest in 2020, though the disposition of that charge/case is currently unclear. More details as they come, but here are the mugshots and some pictures of him from previous arrests. This story gets even crazier, though. Here's an image of the gun that was in his car. They say it was a loaded Glock 19 in its little holster there. And they actually have released some more images, including what he looks like most recently. This is his arrest photo. Now, this is an insane story for many reasons, but the primary one of which is that this person that was not supposed to be in the country, he was living here off of a student visa from 1999, which is before I was born, somehow managed to become a superintendent at not one, but two school districts, because I've done a little bit of research into him as we've gotten started. But let's move further into this story. We have CBS covering this. ICE detains Des Moines Public Schools Superintendent, the district confirms. Officials with Des Moines, let me get this out of the way. Officials with Des Moines Public Schools say the district supervisor has been detained by ICE. In a message sent out to the district community, school board chair Jackie Norris confirmed that Superintendent Ian Roberts had been detained Friday morning. We have no confirmed information as to why Dr. Roberts is being detained or the next potential steps, said Norris. And here's the actual statement issued by the district. So they already have somebody new stepping up to be the new superintendent. They say our priority is to provide a safe and secure and outstanding education for all students and to support our students, families, and employees. The appointment of Mr. Smith as interim superintendent ensures that our district continues to operate at the highest level. It's giving a bit more of the background of the new guy they have stepping in. But as you can see, there's a lot of questions. Somebody said whoever hired the original guy needs to be investigated. I'm right there with you saying that. I mean, Des Moines, Iowa is a major U.S. city in the center of the country. There's a lot going on there. And I wanted to delve a little bit into this just in case some of the folks that aren't super familiar with it, if you don't live in Iowa. Des Moines is a very large city and an even larger school district. They have a budget of almost or more than half a billion dollars. That is $590 million. And that was 2020 to 2021. It's probably only gone up. 65 schools. Let me zoom in so you guys can see this a little better. Almost 40,000 students in a couple of school districts, school years ago, the relatively low student-teacher ratio, actually. I've seen it be much higher than that. But this is a big district, and as you can see on the Wikipedia, it has a superintendent of Ian Roberts. Now, I don't know if it's going to say so on this page. It doesn't look like it will. It's going to give some other facts and figures. But if we actually go to Ian's page, because he's actually a relatively large figure. He actually has his own Wikipedia page. And as you can see here, it talks about his sports career, which we'll jump into later. But he is the former superintendent of the Mill Creek Township School District in Mill Creek, Erie County, Pennsylvania. And he became the superintendent of the Des Moines County, or the Des Moines Independent Community School District. And then it talks about how today he was arrested by ICE. So, you know, Wikipedia moves fast. But I grabbed a little bit of history off this guy. He became the superintendent in Des Moines in 2023. And I just posted this on X as well to get this out there, but I don't know how long this page is going to stay up. They might take it down, but the Des Moines Public School Board voted unanimously on Tuesday to appoint Dr. Ian Roberts as the district's new superintendent. Roberts will be the first person of color to lead the state's largest school district. He is a proven champion for creating equitable outcomes For all students to thrive, they said at a news conference. The 52-year-old Roberts is currently superintendent of Mill Creek Township School District in northwestern Pennsylvania. Mill Creek has approximately 6,400 students and 10 school buildings. Des Moines Public Schools has more than 31,000 students across its 64 school buildings. So pretty close numbers to what we saw on Wikipedia. And he said, I am a champion for teachers. I am committed to coaching and developing leaders. But allow me to reiterate, more importantly, every single child who knocks on our doors, families rest assured, they will receive a quality education that changes their trajectory to success. That is the piece of the entire pie right there. If we actually go back to his Wikipedia, I think it's going to talk a bit more about his history because I was reading up about it. Okay, I found what I was looking for here. Keep in mind, guys, this is a very developing story. There's a lot of pieces dropping as we continue on. This entire story could get flipped on its head. But according to the Des Moines Register, and this article came out in 2023, just briefly after he became the superintendent, they asked who is Ian Roberts, and they gave the breakdown. They said Roberts is a 52-year-old Brooklyn, New York native. He is the son of immigrant parents from Guyana in South America. He is married and has 4 dogs. He graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree from Coppin State University in Baltimore and received his doctorate in education, urban education leadership, and a master's degree from St. John's University in Queens, New York, according to a news release. So this is where things are starting to get a little tricky. We don't know what to believe right now. At least I should say maybe I don't know what to believe right now. We have sources that I trust saying that he had a student visa. Let me find that piece. A student visa at St. John's University and was ordered removed from the United States in 2024. But he first entered the U.S. in 1999 on an F1 student visa. But then this right here is saying that he was born in the United States, born in Brooklyn, but this is just according to a news release. I think if I had to be a betting man, that ICE is not just going out and arresting United States citizens. And for one, if you were born in the U.S., born in New York, and you get pulled over by ICE, why do you need to run? First things first. Second things second. ICE is if they've had all this time to put this together, they've had since May of 2024 for it to go through the immigration courts, and then all the way up until earlier this year for them to finally piece it together. All right, we need to go find this guy. They're not getting this wrong. So I think without a shadow of a doubt, Ian Roberts lied to everywhere, lied to every single place that he applied to work, because we saw previously in another little piece of the article that he worked in Erie, and I think I should have it on here. He worked outside of Erie, Pennsylvania, as the Mill Creek Township School District Superintendent, and that was in 2020. And he worked I read somewhere else, he worked as a special education teacher before that. He was straight up lying about everything in order to work in the United States. And hey, man, I get it. The United States is a great place. But we are starting to take this immigration stuff seriously. We are starting to try to prioritize people that are naturalized legal citizens over those that are using loopholes, and more than likely, I shouldn't say without a shadow of a doubt, this could all be wrong, but more than likely lying about his citizenship and lying about his ability to work in the United States in order to do these things. Now, the bigger question I have, and this actually takes us back to the original piece right here, there is some leeway on it, but I don't know if you are, as an illegal immigrant, not a full citizen, if you are actually allowed to legally possess a gun. Perhaps I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong, but this is just another question for me. Like I said before to y'all, this is a very much so developing story. I will probably bring an update to you guys if this gets turned on its head, but I wanted to bring this to you guys very, very quick, first, and let you know that these are the types of people that possibly could be anywhere and are even having positions as high as superintendent at a school district. And to those of you that might not know what a superintendent is, you've got your assistant principals here, you've got your teachers here, they report to your assistant principals for certain grade levels. You have your principals here, and then in some districts there's actually there's specific area superintendents, and then your superintendent is all the way up here. So they're like the president of a school district. And that was this guy. He had a lot of power insofar as what was happening at schools, what principals were, what their metrics for success were, and he would report up to county officials and then possibly further. This guy was doing that as somebody that was not even a citizen of the United States. I hope this is a wake-up call. I'm glad this is happening and that we're starting to get some more information. And hey, like I said, if this all gets turned on its head and he actually is a U.S. citizen and where, this is a big mess, I hope there's an apology. I hope he's compensated, whatever it needs to be. But like I mentioned before, if you are an actual citizen being pulled over by ICE, the last thing you need to do is run. The last thing you need to do, because it just makes you look guilty. Just like running from the police normally, there's not really ever a good reason to do it. If you are a United States citizen being pulled over by ICE, provide your documents, explain everything, they'll check it, you'll be fine. Because they literally, legally cannot deport you if you were an actual United States legal citizen, naturalized, whatever it may be. If you're an actual citizen, they cannot really do that much to you. But the fact that he ran makes me think that this story, well, it's very, very true, and he's been lying to people for a very long time, and he has had a lot of power over a lot of people's children, including those in Des Moines, Iowa. We're going to wrap it up there for now. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this breaking story. Like I said, if there's more to it, I'll add more to it, but I think we've already got it. If you want to support the channel and support my ability to keep bringing content to you, please be sure to subscribe and hit the like button as it helps out with the algorithm. And if you'd like to directly support the channel, please be sure to visit donorbox.org/support-Chandler and consider a one-time donation, as everything helps me create more content. Aside from all that, I'll catch you next time, free thinkers. Don't forget to spread the virus of intelligence.